we have Mr. Hannibal Collins, a big, bright smile, great energy. He's a Brooklyn native, Sean, executive director of FICO Finesse, a financial literacy company, and has an affinity for real estate and finance, immense desire to help people. We are so glad you are here with us today, Hannibal. Welcome to The Real Raw.
Well, welcome to the party. Appreciate you being here. And what is your fun fact?
I have 8 names. One of my first names is Hannibal, which is ridiculous in and of itself, but I have 7 more of those where it came from, and I'm a twin.
Awesome. And Hannibal, how about yourself? How was your time on The Real Raw?
It was amazing. I'm very impressed, especially with the impromptu ability. I truly believe you have been a Knicks fan for a while. If it's not, it was incredible. I don't know how you pulled out all of those memories off the top, just impromptu. That was incredible.
Miss Cindy Lee, she's an ambassador of fun and travel. Sean and Bella, this California girl is always surfing for the next thing to dive into. She is the go-to person, I need like that, for busy entrepreneurs, your ultimate bucket list experiences, personal assistant service company for busy professionals, and a podcast host called Ask Cindy Connector Live for entrepreneurs. Welcome, Cindy.
So Cindy, awesome. And what is your fun fact?
Back in the 80s, they used to call me Flashdance. I worked on a naval submarine.
So Rhonda Leonard-Horwith, coming from Spokane, Washington, staying away from the smoke to the best that she can from the fires, married, mother of 5 adult kids, daughter of a Tuskagee airman. Tuskagee, I'm probably saying that wrong altogether, but Rhonda, 33 years as a trial attorney, and now she's building her financial strategy education business to help people with their financial strategies, especially those that, came through the criminal justice system, among many other things that she's doing in the world. Welcome, Rhonda.
What is your fun fact for today, Rhonda?
One fun fact, or it's a fun incident I can remember, is that I was in a crowded courtroom doing a illegal search and seizure argument. And I was making my point, and right then and there, everything left my head. The whole speech left my head. And I was so embarrassed because I'm like, excuse me, Your Honor, I'm having a senior moment. And the court said, well, counsel, it sounded so good that I know the closing would have been great. So I'm going to grant your motion anyway. So I got a motion granted without even having to give my entire argument. And everybody clapped for me. And I thought that was a fun moment.
Thank you so much for being here. How was your experience today with us on The Real Raw?
What you just did was the ultimate use of storytelling and experiences to achieve the goal you wanted. And I've always been looking to hear, how someone would do that, because I always hear stories sell, facts tell. I'm like, well, how do you really, you can tell a story, but then where do you go? So I like the way you wove everything together and did that. And I really like the experience here, being able to look at others and have others look at us to see how we're doing.
This extraordinary gentleman from St. Charles, Missouri, owner of his own insurance agency, a dedicated father, Sean, 25 years, married, and takes care of his local ministries. Welcome, Jeff, to The Real Raw.
What, Jeff, is the craziest thing that ever happened to you on a family camping or canoeing trip?
Somebody's pants caught on fire, sitting by sleeping too close to the fire when it was full. Had to jump into the river to kind of put his pants out. But
Jeff, thanks for jumping in as a role player. Beautiful job being here, showing up, energy, transfer, right? Great analysis. How was your time on The Real Raw with us, Jeff?
Very interesting, and appreciate you having me here.
Next up, we have the extraordinary gentleman who was not able to stay the other day. His name is Lionel King from the San Francisco Bay Area. Spent his entire life as an entrepreneur, working in his community, taking care of people, investing, realtor. He has such positive energy, and he's the guy who loves to see the underdog win. Sean, welcome back, Lionel King. Glad you can make it.
Well, Lionel, what is your fun fact, sir?
I was showing a house one time. The agent said, go on and take them and show them. There's nobody there. It's all good. I say, cool. So I go there, and I go in the house, and the owner came out naked. He was taking a shower, and so he walks by naked, right? And I had literally just walked in with my clients, and they standing behind me. so the guy walked by, so I'm like,
no.
So we all froze, right? I'm like, don't breathe, right? So we stand there, and he walked by naked, and then he come back by, and he sit down in his recliner, and he kicked the recliner back, and we just like creep out the house. So then I called the agent. I'm like, hey man, this dude in here naked. I thought you said with nobody here. He like, He just popped by randomly. I never know.
Thank you for the courage and vulnerability, sir, of jumping into the seat, participating. Did a fantastic job. Put a 10 on the board. How was your experience today, Lionel? How was your time on the railroad?
Oh, it was great. It was great. Good energy, positive, learn. And then I like how intimate you made it feel, because it makes it more believable for a person when emotionally, like if your stomach got to be in it. If your stomach in it, then you win it. You wanted to lean in and listen, right? So yeah, so congratulations on that. That was a good way to go about it.
It's a very special Fun Friday, and it seems like we're having some fun, Rhonda. Do you think we should keep having some more fun? Would you be up for having a little bit more fun?
Oh, I like lots of fun.
Bella's up for more fun. Rhonda is. I think Lionel, Hannibal, and Jeff. You guys up for it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So Bella, how do you think we have more fun today?
I think we have more fun by one of these amazing people get to put you on the hot seat. So we threw Lionel into the ring. He was on the hot seat. Hannibal was on the hot seat. So one of these extraordinary folks should get to put you on the hot seat and set up any integrity-based scenario for you to go from hello to yes. Sean, pick a number between 1 and 4.
I think my high school baseball number 4.
4 it is. So Hannibal, you get to either have the honors of choosing the scenario that Sean goes from hello to yes with anybody that is here. That could be you, that could be somebody else. You could take that on yourself, or you could pass it to somebody else. What say you? What is your choice?
I want him to take Jeff from hello to yes. So I would like him to make the Knicks leave town for a different city.
And who is Jeff?
Jeff is a diehard Knicks fan.
So Jeff, are you up for this?
No, I want to keep him.
My name is Sean, and I hear you're a big Knicks fan. And I try to acknowledge the great New York Knicks from the early days of Clyde the Glide Frazier through Patrick Ewing and John Starks, all the way through today. We've had a bit of a renaissance and some winning going on, and congratulate you on your Knicks fandom.
Thank you.
Yeah. So can I say this, what do the Knicks mean to you? What's it about? Where's the dynamic? How'd you become a Knicks fan? And yeah.
I think they're an integral part of our society here. And, I guess our whole family grew up watching the Knicks. Remember so many times with my father as a young boy going to watch them, and just so many great family memories, taking my children, they all love them. It's, like I say, just an integral part of our lives and of our community and our city.
And it's an incredible space in the Meadowlands. It is magical. Bruce Springsteen concerts, all kinds of Nets games, Devils championships, Jets and Giants play there. P.S. The Jets and Giants are doing exactly what we're talking about. They're in the great state of New Jersey, still called the New York team because it's right outside the city. So I don't know, without losing the access to your Knicks and maybe even gaining more of an ability to have magic and memories and more space to commune with other Knicks fans. I know. What are your thoughts about that?
That sounds interesting. I would like to hear a little more about it.
Yeah, cool.
Or,
So
explore it a little more.
yeah, so maybe if we could, maybe we could take a trip out, and I can create something for you, your family. So I'd love to interview, have a conversation about it, and see your authentic and genuine feelings, and see what that space might look like. What tailgating for Knicks games, there's never been tailgating for a Knicks game ever. I think it could be extraordinary. And there's such deep, heart-centered Knick fandom that I think that could be really, really magical. So I really appreciate your openness, Jeff. And, I'll give you a call and set something up if that's okay with you.
Sounds great. Thank you.
Awesome. How to roll. All right, Jeff, how do we do with the scenario? How'd that feel for you?
To be honest, I was pretty amazed at it. I thought you were given Mission Impossible there, and
Yes.
you kind of pulled it off.
You are one masterful human being, Sean
Yes.
Callagy. Nobody can
Wow.
do. I don't think anybody else in the world could have done that but you. That was incredible math. That's probably one of the hardest scenarios I've seen, and one of the most masterful outcomes. Absolutely phenomenal.
I am so impressed. Sean was incredible. I didn't even think it was a way possible to make that even sound appetizing or amenable, and he did it somehow. And it was amazing technique. So
Thank you,
I
brother.
loved it. I'm impressed. I'm very impressed.
In the chat, the team put in for you a little gift that kind of explains what the formula is, because there is a formula from going from hello to yes, because all the magic is on the other side of the yes, and galvanize the superpower of influence, and nobody else in the world does it like Unblinded.